Hello and welcome to the lesson 2 of CSS series. This lesson we're gonna talk about classes and IDs. So let's not waste too much time. A class is a selector. It's a type of selector that starts with a period and its name. Let's call this one red. And let's say that it's gonna set the color of the text to red. And an ID is pretty much the same, a type of selector that starts with a number sign, and let's call this one box. And this box is gonna have a width of 50 pixels, border 2 pixels wide, black and solid, and it's gonna be rounded 10 pixels. Okay, what's the difference between box and red? I mean, the difference between class and IDs. So, a class can be attached to any element in HTML and can be present in many elements at the same time. The ID is different. The ID is unique. So you create an ID and set this to one element only. I'm gonna show you some examples here. So I have a paragraph and I'm gonna set its class to red, and I want the third one to also have the class red. And now I have a div, and the ID of this div is gonna be box. So you can see that we have classes in 2 elements and the ID in 1 element, div. So let's see what happens. When we refresh the page, we have a box and we have 2 paragraphs with the color red. Pretty simple, the same as other elements. And the main difference between classes and IDs is that a class can be in a lot of places at the same time and an ID can't. So just to show a different example, I'm gonna add the class red to an h2 and I'm gonna remove from here. So you can see that it works as well in headings and any other element you might want to use. So the heading is now red and everything is fine. There's one more thing you can do, is that you can have either IDs and classes in the same element, like this div here. We're gonna set the color of this text to red, and we're not gonna lose the properties of the box. And this is excellent to customize your HTML as much as you like. And one final step is gonna be create another class. I'm gonna call this class Courier, and it's gonna have font family set to Courier. This is another simple class with another property, but I'm gonna show you that you can have 2 classes or more, 3, 4 in the same element. Of course you can have multiple IDs, but you can have multiple classes. So you can see that the font of the heading changed, and this is pretty much what we've done adding the class Courier. So you can do much with classes and IDs. You're probably gonna use this a lot if you start working with CSS, because those are the main selectors we use. And I don't want to, let's say, go for either classes or IDs, but some of you may wonder, what's the advantage of IDs if a class can work in one or more elements and the ID can't? Well, there's only one advantage of using IDs that I can think of, and its usage is in the get element by ID in JavaScript. We're not gonna go into that, but just so you can know, there are some usages for IDs. Of course there are, but customizing, in the area of customizing with CSS and HTML, they are basically the same, or you can even say that classes are better. So thank you for watching. I hope I could have shown you some interesting things in this lesson. I can't wait to upload the next one. Hope you liked it. See you next time. Thank you very much again. Bye.